So as you can see, I didn't film a lot today. There's a couple of reasons for that. Number one, there's a live video of one of the parts from today of a part of the Barista Championships or Coffee Championships. I got a little bit confused as to which one was which, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
But the other reason is I actually just wanted to absorb today and actually take it in rather than looking at it through a camera. It really does get in the way, and you know, it might be a bit of a selfish way, but I was here to experience it for myself for the first time, so I think that's fair.
Yeah, and 3 days of like proper content.
Proper, and I'm going to be honest, it's hard. It's time consuming to film a lot, and then there's a lot to edit as well, and I'm trying to bang out a video every day.
Yeah.
And
day two.
Yeah, like I finished the video I
minutes.
uploaded this morning, depending on when you're watching this. I finished editing that at 1 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty tired.
But go check out the live video. That was
the
awesome.
live was cool. I don't know how much of the audio is usable. It's a bit tricky with the music and the sound and camera shaking because people kept making me laugh. But no, it was definitely a good time. Overall, what's your thoughts? So just so you're aware, we aren't actually attending MICE for the final day.
Oh, yeah.
This is our final day, so this is Thursday.
Yes.
Is that right?
Thursday.
It's Thursday. So we're not actually going to MICE on the Friday, the last day.
Yes.
So I think we've seen enough. I'm ready to go home.
Yeah. So the first 2 days, it was exhibitors and business owner and trade. So it was cool seeing that in a quieter environment. Getting to like visit all the different stalls. But then today, there was so many people, and like, I don't suffer with anxiety much, but goddamn, that's a lot of people.
Social anxiety, I'm there.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
And then you add the 5 liters of coffee we've had with no water.
Yeah.
Today's the first time I've had water all week.
Speaking of coffee, this is not accidental. Code Black Coffee. We went there for breakfast, and I'm going to say I had the best breakfast of my life and the best coffee that someone else has ever made me.
Yeah.
I'll say it. So well done to those guys. We've been back and forth on Instagram a couple of times, so we'll be working together at some stage, just on a little bit, on a small scale. You know, Quattro is life, but you know, I like having a bit of fun. So we'll be doing something. And you had some crazy breakfast that you're probably going to have again tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm going to just order the same thing.
And you need to drink the coffee that I drank.
Yeah.
Sidra, is it?
El Divisio Sidra.
Sidra, insane. Everyone was talking about that coffee from all the roasters. I'm vibrating. You're welcome.
I believe Anthony Douglas used that as his routine for the World Barista Championships.
There you go.
Yeah, he did.
It was really insane. So it had some really cool Camo vibes about it, especially when it cooled down. And if anyone here's tried Camo, you'll know that is just wow.
Next level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. What else?
I really just before we move away from Black, that the design of the place.
Oh, the place looks.
It was awesome.
I tried to count the grinders and the roasters and the equipment, just the equipment in there.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It was really
well
cool.
done. The layout was perfect. Even just the tables were perfect. All the tiny things.
Yeah.
Everything from the small to big was just unreal. The display cabinets, which I think I've got some footage I'll throw in there. Just a really cool layout.
And the staff was super helpful as well.
Yeah. Well, the guy that came and spoke to us about beans was actually the guy that poured our coffees.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So he was clearly knows how to make a cup.
Yeah.
But that's probably enough about talking about them.
Yep.
Trip-wise overall, because this is probably going to wrap the whole series up.
Yep.
Day one was our road trip.
Day one was me on 3 hours sleep, trying to just survive. and yeah, it was tough.
Geisha on the side of a road through an AeroPress using Macca's water.
That was awesome.
That is a memory. That was sick. Probably doing that on the way home, let's be honest.
Yeah, we have to. And
we'll use no, I'm not using that. I'm not using that on the side of the road.
In the Sidra.
We can use the new brewer.
We can. That's what I was thinking.
We can use the brewer.
Oh, there you go.
Do you want to grab one for me, please?
Yeah, 100%.
There's one on the bench somewhere.
And we've got like portable cups and everything. We've got a lot of just like free stuff and like
heaps of samples, heaps of pieces.
Heaps of samples.
Thanks, Jesse. So this is a new product. If you watched the last video, we were talking about this as a potential to be available at the cafe. It is no longer a potential. They are in stock, ready to go. The Trickle 8, it's like an AeroPress, it's like a pour over, all combined into one thing, and anyone can use it. So not only is it going to be available for sale, it's going to be available for serving, because it makes my job really easy. For a pour over, I can put the coffee in, put the water in, go and make coffee for everyone else as well.
Yeah.
And it allows everyone else to make a coffee exactly the same way as I will, which is pretty cool. So
I like it because it offers me another way of making coffee.
Yeah.
And I don't have a lot of time on my break.
Essentially, so you don't need that part.
No, it would just be your
onto a carafe.
or whatever. Yeah.
So there will be a video on that very, very soon.
Yeah.
Because it's cool. I really like it. Yeah.
So yeah, we'll use that on the side of the road. But first day it was.
What was your favourite thing?
What was it? Pansy.
I'm gonna put a photo right here. I'll put a couple of photos up.
Yeah.
That was the creepiest thing I've ever seen, and that was actually next to the dog on the tucker box.
Yeah.
Which you'd never been to because you'd never left the state.
Yeah.
So,
well, the furthest south I've been is Canberra, and then we passed it, and I was like, "Oh, cool."
Which I don't want to sound controversial, but Pansy was a bigger draw.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like I'm not trying to take away from the history of the dog on the tucker box.
Being the 38th Prime Minister, the dog was. I mean.
Sure.
Yeah.
But Pansy's got my attention way before that dog did. She's a creep.
On the way in,
you could
just see like the hedges and then the eyes poking
over
up
the top of
it. I loved it.
It was creepy as hell.
Yeah, very Squid Game.
Yeah, red light, green light.
Yeah. So yeah, there was that.
And then we had the tour of the house with Jack in our ears, just absolutely ragging on this beautiful home. It's really grown on us, so I'm going to be honest. Jack was actually looking at hotel rooms night one.
Yeah.
And so were you.
Yeah, I was just finding a way out.
And now
I'm, I didn't get possessed or assaulted on the first night. So
there was nothing creepy about this house at all. There was, So yeah, anyway, moving forward. Day 2.
Day 2 was... first day
opening of mice.
Yeah.
So just to clear it up, our day 1 is day 0 for mice.
Yeah.
Our day 2 is actually day 1 for mice. So that makes sense.
So day 1 of mice, we walk in and I was like, cool, hold my back, I'll be back in a minute. And then I didn't see you for about 2 hours.
Yeah.
I was just wandering around. It was really cool.
We lost Connor.
You
were on the side of a milk carton.
Yeah.
A milk lab carton.
If found, please leave. don't try and contact.
Don't. You can have him.
Yeah. But it was cool going through because, like I keep mentioning, I'm not really big in the coffee industry. I don't work at a cafe or anything like that. But it was really
people
cool.
know you, especially when you wear that.
Yeah, a couple of people did notice me, and that was a bit weird.
Yeah.
But
people noticed you when you weren't even there.
Yeah. People noticed me when I was sitting.
Because apparently there's a doppelganger of you.
Yeah.
That was nearby.
Yeah.
There's a couple of them going around.
Apparently there's doppelgangers of people in these videos.
Everyone.
There might be a subtle...
Even a guy from Eurotrip.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it was really cool just going through and meeting everybody in the industry.
Yeah. Because you hadn't actually met Tim Sweet?
Yeah,
Who's a,
never met
he's
him
a
before.
legend, that guy.
We just messaged over Instagram.
He's sliding into your DMs.
Yeah.
He does that.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was like, I'll see you in Melbourne. I'm like, sure. And I had to try and figure out who, no offense, Tim, who Tim Sweet was.
Because he doesn't post photos of himself.
No. And then he just comes up to me and goes, oh, hey, Connor. And I'm like, hey, man.
He's only, one of the most influential people in
Yeah.
my world of coffee.
Yeah.
And apparently a huge fan of Talladega Nights.
Huge fan of
If
Talladega
you ever
Nights.
if anyone watching this ever meets Tim Sweet, just ask him for a reenactment of Ricky Bobby.
Yeah. Just quote movies.
Just quote Talladega Nights and he's on.
Yeah.
Because that was gold.
Do an interpretive dance. He'll appreciate it.
Yeah.
What about you for first day?
First day, I have been looking forward to mice for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
So it was good to actually be here, be a part of it. Not that I was a massive part of it, but I was here. It's pretty cool to see a lot of people that I've been speaking to for years that I've never actually met. Catch up with a lot of people that even are in Sydney but never get a chance to get out to where we are because, we're not coffee CBD by any means. So it's kind of cool. Catch up with a lot of those people, like the Milk Lab crew, alternative dairy crew.
Yeah.
Rubbing shoulders with a couple of the coffee celebs in my life. Sasha literally touching my shoulder. I had a bit of a fangirl moment.
It was cool watching that because I know how much you look up to him.
Yeah.
And it was cool just sitting back and he's like walking and just goes past you and you were like, huh. It was awesome. It was really cool.
Yeah, I definitely look up to Sasha. He's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's changed the world of coffee, and no one will deny that. Mm-hmm. And to see his new Paragon tool, and have Hugh actually talk me through it was really cool. I'm gonna have to get one.
Yeah.
Whether people doubt it or not, I want one. So I think I believe it works. I tasted the difference, whether it was the tool or some black magic.
Yeah. Look, it's no porky press.
It's
but
it's not porky press. That's a real game changer.
Game changer.
Yeah, don't know what game it changed, but it did.
Acupuncture.
Day 3 for us was the Melbourne cafe crawl.
Yeah.
That was sick.
That was something I was really looking forward to. I've never been to Melbourne before. I mentioned that in the video. And it was cool just walking around because it is very different from Sydney.
Look, I think Melbourne's changed in the last few years and we won't dive into the negatives, but it definitely wasn't what I'd remembered or what I expected it to be now. But there's still a lot of good aspects about what we saw. A lot of cool cafes, restaurants, people.
Really, really
such a strange mix of people in all one spot though. It blew my mind.
Yeah.
And also had a bit of a weird moment when we went past the underground cafe. What's that one called, mate?
Cup of Truth.
Cup of Truth. Where it used to be, the sign's still there.
Yeah.
That sucked. I'm sorry, man. Like, I was really looking forward to visiting that place, hey. And I know he didn't leave because he wanted to leave. He had to. The building was getting renovated, whatever. But yeah. So wherever he is, I want to find out and go. Same with Bayano the Rebel. If anyone had ever visited that place before it's sold, and I haven't been there with the new owners, but that's not what I'm trying to get at. It's purely just the people make the cafe, not the coffee. So they were really cool people. So wherever they are, if anyone knows Bayano the Rebel and Cup of Truth, let us know where both of them are. Yeah. Because I want to go there.
Yeah, because
they were on our hit list.
Yeah.
And then they got taken off.
Yeah.
So.
We talked them up so much to Connor and
and it was like you guys kept talking about it. I was so excited. I'm like, that sounds awesome, little hole in the wall and all of that. And then,
Sweet, I'm gonna buy tickets to Melbourne.
yeah, and then it was like 2 months ago or 3 months ago. You're like, yeah, they're gone.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I was about that.
Thanks, COVID.
Yeah.
Heaps of cool art through Melbourne as well. A lot of street art.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even like because you see it in all those like those travel commercials, like come to Sydney or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was those little alleyways just
like,
filled with
that's
stuff.
Melbourne.
Yeah.
And this is, I don't know if anyone's noticed this, the old owner of the Brew Lab, the original Brew Lab owner, Nathan, he turned the original Brew Lab, which was in a laneway, into a Melbourne style cafe.
Yeah.
Pop-up window, just had kind of like a little dining room with, a little bit ghetto sort of stuff.
I didn't make the connection to you just said.
That's exactly
that
what he
makes
was aiming
so
for.
much sense.
Absolutely what he was. That's even the windows at Patricia's. That was really
Yes.
cool. It just has that really, really cool, open, inviting. Even when you're inside, you're still outside. It was really.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
And inside it was really cramped, but when you're like right next to the window, which is like the table essentially, you didn't feel cramped.
No,
because it's
cool.
all opened up.
Yeah, using a windowsill as your table. No chairs.
Which is
Did you
awesome.
notice there was no chairs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't fit it. But
You don't need it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
cool.
all the art on those alley walls, even with the
It's like the Belle
old
Delphine
location.
and you mean with
Yeah. Even with your old location.
Yeah.
By the end of it, it started to get a little more like that.
Yeah.
So hopefully, Sydney or I guess Penrith gets a little more of that type of vibe because I really like it.
Yeah,
It's cool.
paint on a wall and then knock that building down.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah. And it was meant to bring more traffic.
Anyway. But no, Penrith's cool.
But then after we walked around Melbourne, we went to the convention centre again. And what did we do there? I think we just did an hour or
that's
two
when I started
pass.
speaking to the guys at 888,
Yeah.
stuff like that. So, yeah, it was a good day.
Yeah, and then looking for food, trying to find a way home. We ended up going to the really, really cool Mexican place.
That was the best.
I can't remember. No. But
I have no idea why.
actually, for that one, I'll let you do the meme.
Yeah?
Yeah, that was it.
There's a Brulab meme.
Yeah,
It's a thing.
it's a good time.
You are a meme. You've made it in life.
Internet.
No one's
famous.
watching this. It's like half an hour in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But and then today, final day.
Yep. I'm wrecked. I'm completely wrecked.
Yeah.
So we're heading home tomorrow. We'll go for breakfast and then hit the road. Jesse doesn't passenger, so I'll go to sleep, and hopefully he doesn't.
I'll do my best, guys.
Please.
So, and there's a couple.
I've spent a lot of money this weekend. Please.
Connor's finally bought a coffee machine, which we will feature next week.
Hopefully we get it soon.
It'll be next week.
Cool.
And there's another machine coming from that same company, which is the first one that we
Why don't
sold.
you just?
Nah, just suspense that for Naked Guy in Canada.
For the naked gun Canada.
Yeah.
Shout out to that guy.
Yeah. I feel like they know. You're wearing the hat.
Oh fuck! Why did you just say it?
I don't know if they can see it on camera, so
Good.
don't worry. Yeah.
Yeah, because like we always say, it's always me, not the hat, that makes me famous on YouTube. But yeah, so got a couple of cool stuff today.
We've got so much goddamn coffee. So much coffee, man.
As actually, for both of you, quick estimate, how many kilos of coffee do you think you bought, both of you?
10?
10?
I reckon I've got about 10 kilos.
Yeah, maybe not quite that, but or if you add in the samples and everything,
Yeah.
quite possibly it's close to that number.
Yeah.
So about 15, 17 kilos between the two of you.
Nah, maybe not that much actually. Maybe 10 kilo between us.
Maybe 10. Yeah.
Okay.
Got a lot of coffee.
It's
I can round up to 10 if we're going back to Coke Black.
Yeah.
That's true. I
can't handle myself.
I
I say I won't do something and I'll...
I think I need to get a Sidra espresso as well. So we're going home via Code Black.
Yeah.
Thanks, Code Black. Just take my money.
Yeah, so good. So good. And we all bought merch from Code Black. We're such groupies. So guys, that'll wrap it up for now. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'd really, really appreciate that because we've dumped 4 videos in 4 days. Well, I have. This guy did nothing.
I've done nothing.
Of course you have.
So
there it is.
dumb.
So, thank you guys. Please let us know what you think of these videos because I don't think we'll be doing it again for a while. Not this style thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of content to come because we've got so much coffee and stuff now.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Bye. So as you can probably see, Connor's a fuckwit.
I'm so tired, so sick of your shit.
Of course you are.
I don't know what to tell you about that one.
Nah, bad timing.
That was bad timing.
Oh, yeah, I'll just go fuck myself.
Gag rule.
What the?
That's a breath of fresh air, isn't it?